Hi, this video is a pre-lab video that you're going to watch so that you know how to perform the investigating friction lab. The first thing that you're going to do is use your spring scale, which you watched the video previously so you know how to use it. And what you're going to do is attach the piece of wood with the eye hook to the spring scale, holding it nice and still. And you're going to read the weight of your object, which is the pull of gravity in newtons, which is on the right-hand side. And this one weighs 4.2 newtons. Okay. The next thing that you're going to do is measure the surface area. Now your blocks have two surfaces, the side A, which is the larger surface, and the side B. So to measure surface area, the formula for surface area, just a rectangle, just as a reminder, is length times width. So what you're going to do is measure the A side of your rectangle, the length of it, and in centimeters, and then you're going to measure the width of it, also in centimeters, and you're going to multiply length times width. You're also going to repeat that process for the B side, which is the smaller side. You're measuring the length in centimeters, and you're going to multiply times the width in centimeters. Okay, so you're going to record those values then at the top of data table 1 in A and B. Okay? So the first thing we're going to see is the effect of surface. All right? So what you're going to do is using the smooth lab tabletop, you're going to first start with side A. You're going to make sure that your eye hook is nice and parallel with the table, and you're going to hook your spring scale up to the eye hook, and you're going to pull nice and slow and smooth. One thing that I want you to look for is something called starting friction. Now remember, all objects have something called inertia. That means they want to resist change. So this block of wood wants to stay where it is. So what's going to happen if you pull it nice and slow, the spring scale is going to go up to a higher amount. Once it's overcome inertia, it's going to go back down to a slightly lower amount. So we're going to pull it nice and slow, and then once it gets going, it goes back down. So it stays at about 1, it goes a little bit over 1. So you're going to repeat that 2 more times so that you have 3 trials on each side. So pull it nice and smooth and slow. This one goes up to about 2, and then once it gets going, it stays at 1. You're going to do side A 3 times. Then you're going to flip it to the smaller side, side B. It works better if you change the eye so that it's parallel. And you're going to do the same thing. Pull it nice and smooth and slow 3 times. So you want to watch for the starting friction, and then pull it nice and smooth and slow. So 3 times on side A, 3 times on side B. So that's on the smooth surface, and that goes in data table 1. For data table 2, you're going to repeat the same process, and you're going to use this sandpaper that we have here. So it's a rougher surface. You're going to do side A 3 times. So once again, you're going to pull it nice and smooth and slow, attaching the spring scale to the eye hook that's nice and parallel. So you're going to pull it nice and smooth and slow, watching for a starting friction. So this one is a little bit higher. It's at about 3 newtons. So again, 3 times on side A. And then you're going to flip it and pull it 3 times on the smaller side, side B. So same thing, attach your eye hook to the spring scale, smooth and slow, trying to see if you can find that starting friction. Okay? The last thing that I'd like you guys to try, you can either try it on the smooth surface or on the rough surface, it doesn't matter. There are going to be some weights around the room that you're going to grab. Doesn't matter how much. You're just going to increase the weight of your block. I'm going to try this trial on the rough surface on side A, and I'd like you to compare the added weight value that we're going to get here to the average that you're going to get. Okay, so you're going to pull it nice and smooth and slow, and you're going to see if the amount of force is larger or smaller when you add weight. Okay, so something else that I'd like to talk to you guys about is you have 3 trials of each of the things, of each of the sides on both of the surfaces, and I also would like you to find the average of those trials. So what you're going to do, since we have 3 trials, is you're going to add up each of the 3 trials. You're going to hit equals on your calculator, and then you're going to divide by the number of trials, which in the case of this lab is 3. So you're adding up your 3 values, hitting equal and dividing by 3, and that will give you the average of each of your values. So you're going to fill that out in data table 1 and data table 2. Once you've performed all 3 parts of this lab, you're going to use the data that you've calculated and gathered, and you're going to answer the analysis and conclusion questions on your lab. So good luck on performing your lab tomorrow, and good luck on the pre-quiz that you're going to take when you're done video and watching this video. Thanks.